right, so with the engine bay getting close to being done, we can start to turn our focus more to the interior of the car. And as I'm sure so many people have done with these vehicles, one of the first things that they see is the thing that they interact with the most, and that's the steering wheel. There's a lot of options when you're picking a new steering wheel. The idea of a wood steering wheel has a lot of glamour to it, and I really do want to put a wood steering wheel in here, but they are a little pricey. So what I want to do in the video today is I want to demonstrate all the differences in the parameters that you might see when you're trying to select a wood steering wheel to help you make a better informed decision about what it is that you're buying and how it's going to affect your driving experience. So let's start with the stock. This is a stock 77 MGB steering wheel. It's a 15-inch. The vehicle is a standard non-power steering wheel. Some people would say steering by Armstrong. When the vehicle is stopped, steering can be a little challenging if you don't have a little bit of muscle, but it's a lightweight car, so it's not that big a deal. The thing about the 15-inch that I personally don't like is I'm 6'1", and I got legs, and getting in and out of the car with a 15-inch steering wheel can be a little difficult. You have to kind of, I don't know if you can see here, I've got to get my leg up underneath here, and I got to fold myself into the car. I can't just jump in the car and go. So, you know, there is a little bit of a challenge there to be had. So that's one thing. So with the driver in the car, this is the experience that you have with a 15-inch steering wheel. Now, when you're cruising, obviously you're going to have your foot on the gas pedal, so you're going to be like right here, right? And you got to work the clutch. And I've got the seat adjusted so that I can work the clutch. The seat does go back further, but if you're even taller than I am, your knees are going to be, you know, up a little higher. They're going to be up like this. And so a 15-inch steering wheel is probably not going to be for a taller person or a person who has, let's just say, a little more girth. So what other options are there? You know, one of the other things you might be doing when you drive the car is you put your elbow on the window rest here, and you might be driving the car like this. You're shifting over here. You might want to rest your hand on your leg, and so I can see how there's a little bit of a cramp here. There's not a whole lot of room for a guy to get into. Looking at the way that you see over the steering wheel from my point of view is in line with the dash, and it does not obstruct any of the controls. I can see all of the gauges from here without anything being impeded. So this big hole right here is very beneficial. So those are some of the parameters. So what are the options here? Well, what we want to do is we want to get to a wood steering wheel. So what I did is I made a wood steering wheel. Let me show you. Okay, it's not really a wood steering wheel, but it's a steering wheel made out of wood. But what I've done is I've taken the hub from the Moss wood steering kit. This is like a $100 item right here. Anyway, this allows you to put a wood steering wheel on, or it works with the Trophy Classic and all the other types of wood steering wheels that you would have. So it's kind of a common part, and it's for the 77. It matches the turn signal and the spline, so it should line up just fine. What this is going to give us is a graphic representation of what a 15-inch, a 14-inch, or a 13-inch steering wheel is going to look like. Hopefully you can see this in the video. This is the same width as the stock steering wheel. You can see it's the same diameter. It all fits up, so that is the same experience. I did measure the distance with the hub from the windshield to the plane of the steering wheel. These hubs are designed to mimic the thickness of this piece right here, so you don't have anything changing that distance. When you are shopping for your wood steering wheel, there's two options. You can get a flat, or you can get one that has an angle, so the steering wheel comes out further. When you're looking at that, I don't have an example of how to show that, but I want to just kind of show you the plane here, and you can see that if you were to go, as a 6'1" individual, if I was to get one that had an angle on it so it came out further, I'd be driving like this. I would be very uncomfortable with it any closer. If that steering wheel is any closer to me, it would be difficult for me to drive. So I am not going to get one with an angle. I want to get one with a flush fit, and that's going to be a decision that I've made so far. Now, the next thing to look at is the difference in the diameters. 15, 14, and 13s. There are 13s available that you can buy. They're less expensive, but I got to tell you, you probably shouldn't be too tempted by that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you how much more difficult it is to turn the steering wheel. I've put some holes in it here, and I'm going to measure with my little fish scale how many foot-pounds that it would take. Now, torque is measured in foot-pounds. With a 15-inch steering wheel, actually with a 14-inch, that would be, from here to there would be a 14-inch, would be 7 inches. That's just a little bit more than twice the foot-pound. So when we measure this, you can do the math on it and call it, 2x. That's how many foot-pounds of torque that it takes. But we're not measuring torque. What we're measuring is effort, the effort that it takes to turn the steering wheel. And I have them kind of set down here so that we can take a really easy pull on it. So let's start with the 15-inch and get an idea of how difficult it is with a 15-inch just to bring it to level from this position right here. All right. I'm going to zero it. All right. Let's catch a fish here. Okay. It's 12 pounds. 12 pounds of pressure to pull it that distance. All right, let's reset. Now we're going to take it from a 14. Power off, zero it. Okay, we're zeroing it again. Let's catch a fish. £14 pounds. Okay, let's go to the 13. Going to reset. Zero it. And from a 13, it takes 16 pounds. 16 pounds. So you can see how as you reduce the diameter of your steering wheel, the effort that it takes to drive increases. I personally don't think I would ever go to a 13-inch. It might be sporty, it might be easy to get in and out, but it would make the car a lot less comfortable to drive. But I think I'm going to go with a 14-inch with a flat, with no angles. Looking at a 14-inch, imagining that the steering wheel is going through here, and then looking at the gauges here in my peripheral vision, I imagine that the 14-inch is going to cut through the clock and the oil pressure. Whereas with the 15-inch, everything was just kind of, shrouded. It kind of went around the edges and I could see all the controls. The 14-inch is going to cut the oil pressure and the clock. I mean, I could glance at it if I need to. I don't think that's a problem. It will not be obstructing the tachometer or the speedometer. So I think that is going to be my selection when I get around to purchasing an actual wood steering wheel rather than my Polak wood steering wheel here. So anyway, I certainly hope that that helps anybody who's thinking about getting a wood steering wheel to get an idea of what the parameters, the physical parameters are, how it looks and feels inside the car, to see the differences, and also the differences in the effort that it takes to drive a 15-inch steering wheel versus a 13-inch steering wheel. I think a 14 is a sweet spot, and I that's my opinion. I'm not selling steering wheels, but if you're of a mind to buy yourself a wood steering wheel, I certainly hope that walking through it with me here may have helped you to make that decision. So that's all I have for you from this video. If you like what I got going on, subscribe. Check out my videos. We're working on Nigel here, getting ready to get him on the road. The engine's running. I'm just going to get all the interior back together, and once it cools down a little bit, we'll be driving them out in the country roads here in Texas in the fall. So check back and subscribe. Cheers.